This will be a quick video tutorial about Slides Carnival, a website that is a really great way to jazz up your Google Slides presentations. You may be asking yourself, well, why would I need this? I teach elementary school. Or, why would I need this because I don't stand up and lecture like the really, really, really old days? Well, there are so many reasons. One is that you can
use the formats to make green screen backgrounds, which I did right here. You can make a slides presentation for vocabulary. What about a different slide for every word you have for a spelling unit? What about a visual concept summary where every day after a math lesson, you and your class sit down to summarize the learning, make a slide for that day, and every day before you start math, you can just go through all the slides you've created thus far. You can also share that on Google Drive with your kids so they can review it at home, parents can see it, share with parents. How about a photo journal of learning? Hand a new kid an iPad every week and say, log into your Google Drive, you are the photojournalist, and that student takes pictures of all the learning in class, saves it to a Slides Carnival presentation, a Google Slides presentation, and then every day during morning meeting, your whole class reviews the learning visually, a picture's worth 1,000 words, that has been going on in class. So the list goes on, but
with that in mind, let's get started and get you snazzing up your presentations. All right, slidescarnival.com. Tell your audience to buckle up because your presentation is about to be fun. First thing you'll notice, free templates. This is so fantastic. Next thing, if you need help, here's where to go. If you click any of these categories, right down on the left-hand side, if you scroll down, it says, frequently asked questions. Thank heavens, I might need that. You also may want to keep in mind that there is a real person behind Slides Carnival, which is impressive. Her name is Jimena, and she lives in Madrid, Spain. So we will talk about that later. We need to keep a slide that gives credit to Slides Carnival when we borrow these formats. Slides Carnival categorizes all of their templates at the top. It may help the first time you browse through to do all templates. Some templates end up in a couple categories, but pick something that strikes your fancy. Let's do business because I'm all business and absolutely no fun. And scroll through. You'll notice that each presentation template has a picture of one of the slides so you can visualize the format, the colors, and a quick explanation. And if something strikes your fancy, you can click on it and they will give you more information. I always make sure to check the screen layout. 16 by 9 is better suited for a TV situation where it's stretched out a little bit more. 4 by 3 is more for use on a smartboard situation. All right, so you can get a better glimpse of what this presentation will contain if you just scroll through the slides. So if you decide, oh man, yep, this one's for me, you can click Use as Google Slides Theme. So we'll click. And now we'll open it in Google Slides, but you'll notice this is view only. I do not own this as of yet. This still belongs to Slides Carnival. So you can scroll through, get a visual one last time, and if you decide you would like to have it, you can say, make a copy. So File, Make a Copy. So now you can see it is going to be saved in my drive, and let's rename it right here. Awesome Presentation 42, because obviously I had 41 others. Okay. This entire slide deck is now in your Google Drive, all the way to slide 28. Couple things to notice. You have the second slide as instructions. That's helpful, so take a look at that. And towards the end, you have a credits slide. This slide needs to stay with your presentation. The rest of the slides you can do anything else with. This has to stay because that gives Slides Carnival the credit for the formats. I like to keep all the example slides at the beginning of my work so that I can look back through them and get some ideas for how to format or how to put content in my presentation. Then I delete all of their example slides when I'm done working on building my presentation. As you scroll through, you'll notice that there is a lot of text. Any text can be edited. You can click over any text, you'll see a text box, and I can change this to whatever heading I want this to be. So everything is editable, and if you don't want a text box there, you can click on it and delete it. So the slides and the editing thereof are completely at your mercy. Slides Carnival is really awesome because they provide you an entire slide of editable shapes. So you can copy any of these shapes. What if I want a gear? I want to show that people's brains are working. I can copy that gear, go to whatever slide I'm working on. In this case, I will add my own slide, and I can paste in that gear. Now, all of those icons are resizable. They will not change their quality. So I can make it bigger. I can change my lines to be thicker or stand out. Some of them you can fill. This one I don't believe you can fill. So just mess around. You can make your slides look very distinct and make them look absolutely like your own. Now remember, you can move any of these around too. So if you decide, oh wait, this is theirs, I want to keep their example, but I want all my slides to be at the beginning, then just scoot your slides around after you highlight them. Now happily, if you want your students to focus on content first, produce a quality presentation, and then get into all the formatting, you can have them create the presentation first. Once they have a presentation created and it has quality content and you have approved it, then they can go to Slides Carnival, pick a template, and then all they need to do is go to Slide, change theme. Google Slides makes suggestions, but down at the bottom, you have Import Theme, which I will click. Now I can pick the presentation style that I selected from Slides Carnival and import that theme, and it will automatically populate all my slides with that theme. It even changes your font color to match, so that's a handy way to stop kids from getting distracted, have them create content, and then add a Slides Carnival theme. There are so many things you can do with Slides Carnival. Best of all is that you can personalize them, make them pop, stand out, and they won't look like everybody else's presentation. If you want extra details on how to really pimp your slides out, you can click the link at the bottom of this video or below this video, and I'll show you how to edit your master slides. You can change up the colors and format to be even more distinct. If you have awesome ways for using Slides Carnival, throw them in the comments below. Let's spread the love. I can't wait to see what you create.